and welcome back to Dukascopy TV. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Rene Philippe is back with us in the studio. Rene, welcome back.
Hi Monica, nice seeing you again.
Nice to see you as well, Rene. Now we're going to be talking about Bitcoins. Interesting subject. You have, in the past, you've probably been sceptical or said a few things about Bitcoin, not being the #1 fan really, but you've brought Bitcoin to the table today. So what, are you going back on your word a little bit? What's the story here?
No, there is this author which is called John H. Peterson, and he has said that only fool and dead man do not change advice. Fool because they want, dead man because they cannot. And I'm neither a fool nor dead yet, but put it this way, I did not change my mind about Bitcoin. I'm still believing that Bitcoin is not a currency for the fainted of heart. It's a currency which is very volatile, so not the currency you should use to put your saving into. But there are developments at a time where governments are using FACTA, automatic exchange of information, tax information exchange agreement to control the financial market and financial transaction. Bitcoins may bring some solutions.
Okay, that's interesting. Now you're referring to it as a currency. It's obviously digital currency, cryptocurrency, or other terms which are used to describe this phenomenon really. But what is Bitcoin?
So Bitcoin is a digital currency. It's the first digital currency that was created in 2009. It's a piece of code, computer code. It's a software which you can download freely to actually start to trade in Bitcoins. Okay? So it's a totally decentralized currency, an electronic cash means of payment. You have physical Bitcoins, but it's just accessory.
Okay, so that's the kind of the nitty-gritty of it is all online though. But I mean, what are we talking about here in terms of volume? How many are really in circulation since the birth of Bitcoin?
Alors, according to the original code, there will be 21 million Bitcoins on the market overall. At this time, in October 2014, they were 13,400,000 Bitcoins.
A huge amount already, but I mean, there's a lot of talk about it, discussed it at length, even myself, but how do you actually obtain Bitcoins, as it were?
Alors actually, you have two ways to obtain Bitcoins. The first option is you mine them. Alors to mine Bitcoins, you will first need very powerful computer equipment and software which you will need to download, which software is free to download. Then your computer will try to solve a problem, okay? But those problems are actually very difficult to crack. A computer will have to try average 1,700,000,000 times before to crack a problem. But once the computer has cracked the problem, you will receive a block of Bitcoins, 25 Bitcoins, which is worth 7,500 euros. So because there is a gain, you have actually a lot of people which are trying to mine Bitcoins. And the more people trying to mine Bitcoins, the more Bitcoins are in circulation, the more complicated the problem will become. Okay. If you don't want to mine Bitcoin, you can simply purchase them on a Bitcoin exchange platform. All you will need to do this is to set up a Bitcoin address, download the software, and set up a wallet. Alors, in terms of wallet, you can either have what we call a desktop wallet, a mobile wallet, or a web-based wallet. The only thing is you have to be very careful to purchase, to use a good wallet, because basically it will be your bank safe. And as in the real world, a virtual bank safe can be cracked. And if you lose your Bitcoin, they are gone.
Now, I mean, some of the terms which are thrown about, you mentioned wallet earlier on, but what about this concept of the dark wallet? Can you tell us more about that?
Alors, the dark wallet, it's the reason I wanted to talk about Bitcoins today. So dark wallet is a piece of software and an application which has been designed by two hackers. One is named Cody Wilson and the other one is Amir Taki. So they are using what we call a technique which is called coin join. So it's quite some things which I'm afraid will be used a lot in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I find the whole subject quite intriguing, but as you mentioned, there's also quite a lot of dangers out there. And I think you set us off rightly by saying don't put your savings in it just yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, what do you think's next? Where's it going to go?
De toute façon, you will have a whole financial sector which will be built out of virtual currency, because now Bitcoins is not the only virtual currency, it's the one everyone is talking, but you have 5 or 6 virtual currency already on the market. So you will have a whole new financial world which will develop on the internet, and it will be another world.
Okay. It sounds incredible. Well, yes, it could be that a whole new, different type of currency wars is actually ahead of us. But Rene, thank you so much for coming in today and sharing your insights about this really interesting topic. It's been a pleasure.
It's been always a pleasure to meet you, Monica.
Thank you very much. Okay, well that's all from Rene and myself for another episode, but make sure you keep on clicking back to Dukascopy TV for the next episode. Goodbye for now.